Yeah, I've always been a forward since day one. I was a little too small to play defense. I tried goalie once, pitched a shutout my first game, and then my second game I let up 15 goals and never played again. I've always been pretty offensive. Usually that was kind of my thing, but once we hit peewees and stuff, I used to get in a lot of scraps when I was younger with my brother and kids at school, and so once we got to peewees and hitting was fair game, I kind of incorporated that into my game. Didn't really matter how big I was or how big they were. It was just fun for me, so kind of started to evolve into that type of play.
How many brothers do you have?
Just one brother and a sister.
How old is your brother? Older or younger?
My brother's 2 years younger than me, but he's about 6'2", 240. So it's a pretty even match. So I was kind of the agitator growing up. I used to kind of pick on him, and even when he wasn't that big. And then he started to get bigger and bigger and bigger, and it started to become evener and evener. And then eventually it kind of translated to the ice, I guess. You know, if you can pick on kids inside your own household, what's anybody outside it? So yeah, actually, growing up, I ended up playing for the Valley Warriors, and my three coaches all were three NHLers. Bob Sweeney, Bob Carpenter, and this guy Steve Leach. And I remember one day Bob Carpenter pulled me aside and was like, "You're not very big, you're not very strong, so you're probably not going to score anywhere but right in front of the net." And ever since then, I've been a kind of dirt dog, and I try to get to blue paint, and it's the shortest distance to the net, so that's kind of where I find most of the goals happen. It's always a little sweeter, especially when you're jawing in front of the net and mincing a few words, and then you end up burying, kind of laughing in his face. Especially the bigger they are, the funnier it is. So you definitely do get a little satisfaction out of greasing it up with some bigger guys. Yeah, I think we were playing NEC, I think last year maybe, and I ended up playing them like the last game of the year, and then the playoffs a couple weekends later, and I kind of ended up burying like 4 in 2 games, and they're all kind of dirt dog goals, and it was good to push those kids around. I'm not really too fond of those kids.